in between this deck and the next one. So we're starting up here on the Mana Symbol channel. Welcome back. We are here on the beautiful Wednesday night, and I was not expecting Strixhaven to be legal, which it is. Neither of the decks that I've queued up for today have any Strixhaven cards in them. I've been consistently horribly messed up due to the construction ruining my sleep schedule, or construction on the building here. It feels like they're doing a drilling contest with actual drills, not like some kind of military push-up nonsense. Anywho, we are starting with a 5-color BTL Turbo Kiki deck, as I've called it. So we're using the card Bring to Light as a tutor for Kiki-jiki and or the pieces that combo with Kiki-jiki. And Kiki-jiki Mirror Breaker is 2 red for a 2/2 Goblin Shaman, so not impressive on the stats. He does have haste, so that's exciting. But most importantly, he's got a tap ability that says create a token that's a copy of target non-legendary creature you control, except it has haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. So with either Felidar Guardian, Pestermite, or Deceiver Exarch, we can create an infinite number of creature tokens with which we can immediately attack our opponent and kill them. In order to sort of put ourselves in a position to do that, how are we playing this deck? So we've got Acceleration through Utopia Sprawl and Sylvan Caryatid. This is an 0/3 Hexproof Defender that taps for any color of mana, very popular in the Pioneer format. Then we've got some Remands to send our opponent's spells back to their hand, as well as Teferi Time Raveler, which can bounce most banners of non-land permanent. These should give us some game against both mid-range and control decks. Aggro decks might be a little tricky in game one. We've got Oath of Nissa here. I believe this is specifically to combo up with Felidar Guardian and Teferi Time Raveler. Oath of Nissa is essentially the green cantrip. So it's when it enters the battlefield, you look at the top 3 cards of your library, you can reveal a creature, land, or planeswalker. All of our combo pieces in almost our entire deck is one of those 3 categories, and put it in your hand. This also allows us to tap mana as though it were, or you spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast planeswalker spells, which doesn't really seem particularly useful in this deck, as our colors are pretty good, but it could be. But with Teferi Time Raveler, we can bounce this to draw again, and with Felidar Guardian, we can flicker it. So strangely, Felidar Guardian appearing in this deck without Saheeli Rai. And why is that? Well, you can get value with the Oath of Nissa or the Teferi Time Raveler with the Felidar Guardian. It's not boltable, although I don't really think that that's necessarily particularly useful here. But the fact that it combos with your other cards is useful. Also, it can flicker a land in order to free up a mana for you. You could also do the same trick by moving a Utopia Sprawl from one land to another to get an extra mana on a turn that you're looking to combo. Bring to Light can also bring in Valki / Tibalt Cosmic Imposter, and it's possible for us with 24 lands, 4 Utopia Sprawls, and 2 Sylvan Caryatids, as well as the chance that the game could go longer, to actually just hardcast Tibalt Cosmic Imposter. But we'll see if that actually comes to pass. Then our sideboard has a whole bunch of nonsense. The Leylines of Sanctity, I'm sure, are there to help us against discard and burn, I would assume. In which case we probably void out Valki and some number of Teferis. Ravenous Traps certainly help against Dredge and other heavily graveyard-based decks. Doomskar is a very interesting choice here. This is 5 mana Wrath of God. No, it's not. It's 5 mana Day of Judgment. But it does have Foretell for 1 white. So it means we can suspend it for 2 mana on our turn and cast it at a future time for 1 white. With Teferi Time Raveler, you can do this at instant speed on their turn. You can play it from exile, or otherwise you can just curve out to it by playing it into Foretell on turn 2 and then casting it on turn 3. In theory, it's kind of useful against decks like Death Shadow, where you want to have a Wrath, but you don't want it stuck in your hand where they can Thoughtseize or Inquisition it. We have extra copies of Pestermite. This is one of our potential combo pieces, so that's an interesting choice. And then we've got 1 Veil of Summer, in theory, for all sorts of black and blue matchups, and Gaia's Blessing for mill. So let's head into a league here and see if we can't figure out our way through this. I did know that, Larynx Punchworthy. I did know that. 25th anniversary of Steamed Hams. I actually have the entire clip of Steamed Hams ready to go if we want to watch it. The reason I have it is because I intended to re-record my voice over everything. Doomskar without Behold the Multiverse is wasted mind trick opportunity. Fair enough. I mean, I guess so. I mean, I would kill to voice act on anything on a quote unquote professional or non-professional level. So The Simpsons would obviously be insane. You're not a coward, Larynx Punchworthy. You're definitely not a coward. I just don't know how much fun it would actually be. Can I keep this in the dark? Not really. I mean, having the mana together is kind of nice, but not having any early game spells whatsoever is insane. This is actually kind of better because each Oath of Nissa is likely to draw me into basically nothing but gas. And we already have a Bring to Light. Anyway, I'm always ready to voice act, but it's not something I've ever put any effort towards. It's like it's one of those things like wanting to be an actor, where it's like that's crazy talk, but then I actually managed to go off and become a professional musician. So like, what am I talking about? You know. Do I want to play out this Valki against a Birds of Paradise deck? I think so. Because otherwise I'm just playing Oath of Nissa into Oath of Nissa, which is not anything. And otherwise it's just rotting in my hand, so let's see what's up. Maybe we snag something sweet. This looks like, yeah, red-green Eldrazi. Yeah, I'll take your Bone Crusher so that it can't kill me. Normally, Bone Crusher gets to defeat your opponent looking in their hand for... Well, I wouldn't say I'm professional, Larynx, but I would say I'm I'm wasting a professional amount of time on it. Oh, we are in fact playing against red-green Eldrazi, yes. The opponent has the Reality Smasher coming down next turn. Yeah, it definitely... I mean, if you're not coming into it with a previous serious sort of audience... Okay, so now we're looking for lands. So we can play the Deceiver fairly soon, and then BTL for Kiki for the combo. Oh, or I could just grab a Kiki. They have a Thought-Knot Seer that they're gonna play, so let's grab the redundant Kiki. And then, interestingly enough, the BTL can function as a redundant copy of either Kiki-jiki or a combo piece, which is actually kind of neat. They're probably going to send in their Smashy Lad this turn, but regardless of what they're actually going to do, we'll attack. I don't think it's likely that... like, if they play the Thought-Knot Seer and they don't attack, that's fine. If they play the Smasher and attack, I'd rather have done the 2 damage. This whole match looks like 2018 called. They took the Pestermite. That's an interesting choice. So if they attack with Thought-Knot Seer, I can actually turn Valki into the Bone Crusher and block it. Hello. Fusion Blaze. Hope you're doing well, friend. They have a sweet snow-covered mountain. Second Thought-Knot Seer. Oh no, there's the Smasher. I was like, they only tapped the 4. So I can BTL for Tibalt this turn. And then exile their Smasher, and then they could stomp my Tibalt. That's probably fine. I will definitely say my proclivity for playing more Kiki-jiki decks than ever, Roy, is definitely due to the fact that it got an old order version. That's definitely a huge part of my recent fact that I was like, I've never considered Resto Angel before, but girl, there's something about you. Did you do something to your hair, Restoration Angel? Because you're just looking fine. You looking fine. So yeah, I think I get Valki and I just exile the Smasher. The problem is they're gonna use Bone Crusher to just kill it. I suppose I could just force them to find an answer for a cat or a Deceiver Exarch. I guess the cat would be best because the cat draws me a card when it comes in. So I could go for cat, flicker my Oath of Nissa, but they could just hold their Bone Crusher to kill Kiki-jiki afterwards, so that really doesn't do it for me. So I think get Valki and exile their Smasher is the best line here. So I have white, green, blue, red. One of these can be black. Not that I need to pay this many colors. I only need to pay 2 to do what I want to do, but Tibalt, cosmic imposter. Problem is, one Valki is in my graveyard, and this one's gonna die too. So I'm not gonna be able to steal any of their lands that tap for colorless. BTL should have been an instant. I disagree. I think it's already pretty obscenely powerful. I think they just chose a version that that worked, Roy. I don't think that they really I mean, I'm sure they probably had some. Oh no. I'm sure there was some discussion about it, Roy, but maybe it was because it was the Angel set, so having it be non-Angel was more on flavor. Yeah. I mean, that was the Angel set, right? So I would say that's your answer. So we can set up to win next turn. Well, it makes sense for the Angels to be saving the non-Angels specifically, I guess. It's a little more, I don't know, lore wholesome. To have the Angels saving the non-Angels, then just the Angels can save each other. The Angels aren't there to save each other; they're there to save the humans specifically. I mean, they could have made it human, but that really would have cut down on how much you could use it. And there already was at least one Angel that protected humans specifically in the set. Back when WotC designed standard formats well, as opposed to throwing darts at a wall. I mean, I think they were just playing with less fire at that point. They weren't pushing the envelope so hard over and over and over again. Well, yeah, but stopping the resto loop, I mean, that's something that they try to do with every single card. Like, they screwed it up with Hostage Taker somehow. That was, in fact, the Miracle set, which I believe was not messed up in Standard, which is theoretically the benchmark on whether or not something has been successfully designed. All right, did I win? Did it? I did it. Oh. Oh no, it's one of the it's like the one card that can actually stop me. Shoot. I was really hoping they would have another stomp only. Yeah, we're just dead. Shit. There was such a long pause there. Okay, so Doomskar. Definitely don't need Pestermites here, and Teferi doesn't seem particularly good. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Very strange matchup. Journal Mike, why? Yeah, I mean, so they need to stop as much as possible. They want to stop 2 cards from just yeah, it's a Gaia's Blessing. They want to stop you from having 2 cards that too easily just loop with each other. So I would imagine they definitely needed it to be something exclusive that didn't. But like 2 restos blinking each other. Why is Red Green Eldrazi back? It doesn't mean it's back. Running into it in a modern league of Magic Online when it's release week for a new set does not mean this deck is back. I don't know why someone's playing this. Maybe they just like it. Maybe they always play it. I don't know. I don't need to know. What I know is I'm playing against Red Green Eldrazi right now. No, WotC definitely cares. The design department at WotC, I mean, R&D is, they care. They definitely care. I think it'd be very, very unfair to just be like, lol, design doesn't care. No, they definitely care. Savai Triome covers me for white and red that I don't have. Blue, black, green, white, red. So then I have everything going. It means I have to shock for this Overgrown Tomb, but that's fine. Why was Oko a +1 to Elk? Well, so that's a different. That was play design specifically. It happened late in the process. They didn't spend enough time testing it, and it was during fire design. And as I mentioned previously, fire design is one of the problems they've had in the last little while. They came to the conclusion that, you know what we need to do? Make things more powerful, basically. More powerful and exciting, and F and I and R and E. I think the E is exciting. But whatever it was, like there have been a lot of there was a lot of push to, I don't know, make things. They took the Remand. My opponent likes to play with fire. Oko wasn't broken, just counter it. Yeah, I guess so. You know, be a weird thing is that if they have a Birds of Paradise in their hand and I hit it, I'm gonna be pretty happy. Bone Crusher and the second Thought Knot. So if I take the Thought Knot, they get to keep the Bone Crusher. So they have to live in fear of me putting together Kiki combo. I mean, I think I'm taking the Bone Crusher no matter what. Just doesn't make sense for me not to. Should have been fewer design. I think that sounds a little similar to a different word. WotC of the Coast should have gone with the Fura design, yeah? This is what you're saying? I think this is a misstep. FU for effed up. Got it. Got it. Opponent, you did not need to tap your Noble Hierarch. Why the hell did you? Oh, maybe they drew a Lightning Bolt again. Just drawing the hottest of fire over there. Take the BTL. That's fine. I didn't have enough mana to cast it anyway. Oh, hey, look! I drew enough mana to cast it. Okay. Well, I mean, I have them dead on untap unless they drew Lightning Bolt again the turn after I looked at their hand and they didn't have one. So, oh, they had a Kessig Wolf Run in their hand plus one unknown. Now two unknowns. They're attacking with both? Yeah, I'm just going to take it. There's no Kessig Wolf Run. Still in their hand for whatever reason. So let's see if we got our combo kill. Come on now. Come on now. Do you remember this creature cleric has flash opponent? Did you? Did you remember? Do you recall? Opponent? The last card in their hand is Kessig Wolf Run. Oh, they just got the other bone. They got Bone Crusher with their Bone Crusher. God, that's so frustrating. Just infinite burn spells. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunate. Opponent curves out with crappy mid-range Eldrazi and we die. Twice. Yeah. Valki not successful at being a Tidehollow Sculler. Surprisingly successful, yet somehow not. And we drew one on both games, which was less than ideal. What I had lethal there. They had another Bone Crusher in their hand that they got with a Bone Crusher in their hand. And from that point on, I was chump blocking to not die nonstop. I had lethal there, but they had the answer, so it didn't mean anything. In theory, one could say that was an early concession, because what I could do is put... Yeah, Kiki's tiny. So without Teferi in play, and we can't keep a Teferi in play against that deck because it's just full of burn and like 4 power creatures. They just had like a good curve out every game. And it's just like playing against red-green mid-range. Except they actually get to go after your hand. It's all good. Losing to reasonable decks. I tried to crappy mid-range Eldrazi today. Never drew a blipping Sigarda's Aid in both games. I think it's something about Eldrazi players that makes you draw like shite. Yeah. My Eldrazi opponents also always draw like hot fire. Yeah, I guess on the draw I can keep this. I mean, it's weird, but it's not necessarily bad. Tapped Steam Vents, all right. Okay, that made my turn 1 much better. We're gonna go blue-green on this because this is everything except for red. No, I should go for red because I want to see if I can have 3 red fairly quickly. So I can play Deceiver Exarch and untap Utopia Sprawl with many, or untap a land with multiple Utopia Sprawls on it, but not this turn. But next turn. I would like to recite my vows to sweet Mama Emrakul. I mean, you can do that next league. Teamer something, huh? Teamer fetch lands? Uh-oh. Growth Spiral. More than meets the eye. Growth Spiral. Spirals in disguise. What's up, Kirkinator? 5-color shift? Yeah, could be. I mean, it could be a lot of stuff. We'll see. Yeah, I saw this deck 5-0'd recently. Invasion of the Giants. I think opponent's deck is kind of bad, but it has Remand, so it could be good enough. I think they're fairly likely to deploy. Well, what I really want to do here is wait until they tap down for their giant, which probably they might hit enough land drops that they'll have interaction up, but maybe I can find interaction for their interaction because I'm going to be able to have a lot of mana as well. So we'll see. Do I want to grab Felidar Guardian here? Yeah, I do, because Felidar Guardian is going to draw me another card. But do you recall the most something reindeer of all? Yeah, okay. Draw a card. Then you may reveal a giant card from your hand. If you do, you may deal 2 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. Card sucks. Spring just arrived? Nah, man. It's time for what's it called? Christmas in July. Opponent tapped out. Okay, they're dead. Right? Do I have enough mana? Yeah, I have enough mana. You're dead. That game. Blue, red, green, white, black. Yeah, they're dead. Neat. I can actually make even more mana here, which is kind of cool. All right, Shauna, you have a good one. Springtime for liberals and Canada. Oh, let's go. No, my friend. I'm your friend. God damn it, I love the Goblin Techies. What's happening? All right, Ice Giants deck. So they play remands and stuff. So I definitely want the Teferis, blah, 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 blah. And they play Burn as their removal. What's up, Un Astre Noir? What new cards are you hyped to try? I can give you a full list fairly quickly. And this concludes the list of cards I'm hyped to try. No, I'm kidding. I've had a hard time getting really excited about cards in the last couple sets. I mean, the cards I want to try seem really bad. There's the 1/4 double strike that lets you cast stuff for free out of your graveyard. There's Magma Opus. There's Prismari Charm. It's just none of them are actually all that exciting. It's really a little bit tough for me. So I think overall Valki's probably pretty bad here. That's some wild choices. Thank you. We'll keep one. The Golgari command looks strong, not necessarily exciting though. Yeah, but for what format? Because the exile non-creature permanent part and the -3/-1 part both line up medium in modern. Except against taxes, where it's obviously obscene. But like the creature decks, all the creatures have 2 toughness. Especially the super aggressive ones like Burn and Prowess. I mean, there's lots of bad cards I'm excited to play eventually, but there's no card that I'm like, I want to see just how good this is. And I feel like that's the stage that we're at. I'm just really... Friend is hot on the Prismari Dragon. We'll do Blue Moon stuff with Goldspan Dragon. That dude and the new Blue-Red Ponder with Silumgar's Scorn. I mean, yeah, that's a thing you could do. I'm just not excited to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's just a lot of other stuff I'm much more excited to do. None of which particularly actually... Yeah, exactly. It's like this set is fairly exciting for any format that isn't as brutal as Modern is right now. Yeah, they're not great in Modern. They might be fun to play, maybe. Time will tell. Osgir? I don't know which one Osgir is. Osgir. Like, multiple choice is an underpowered but interesting card to me. Like, I just like everything about it. The 3/2 black creature with menace and ward. I love that card. I don't think it's going to be good in anything, but I like it. Crackle with Power. I love that card. It's not good, but I like it. But so the problem I have is that as an instant and sorcery set where the cards are supposed to be exciting for like the quote unquote theme of instants and sorceries, I can count a million sets, not a million. I can count a lot of sets that have been recently printed that are much more exciting on the front of instants and sorceries I would like to play and break than this set, which is supposed to be instant and sorcery themed, and I find that very, very frustrating. Literally, Eldraine has a bunch of instants and sorceries, mostly as adventures, that I like more. And it's not like this set was like, yeah, you can finally build an all instant and sorcery deck. It's like, no, you can't. Like, I don't know. For me, Strixhaven just ain't it. It's cool, and I think it'll be a really, really good limited set. And maybe Maybe it'll be interesting for Standard when Eldraine Year rotates. That should have been Ketria Triome. But that's fine. I could play out Valki because it sort of incentivizes them to ping it. I'm still too many turns away from playing it as Tybalt with any kind of backup. Oh, don't mind if I do. Oh, they have a lightning bolt. Well, I'm not remanding a lightning bolt successfully. Okay, so they're gonna just cast a Primeval Titan next turn? That's fine. Yep. You got him. Rats. Span Bone Crusher Giant and Standard will have room to breathe again. I have no idea if that's true or not. I know the only deck I've played in Standard in the last 12 months plays 4 copies of Bone Crusher Giant because I don't care enough to learn, so I can just play red on Arena and collect small amounts of gold and try to feel something again. They have Cryptic Command in their hand, so if I don't do anything, they're just gonna hold that and then Ultimate Ren 6. Of course, they're not gonna do anything. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Nice easy loss there. Textbook. Our hand never really came together. So Pestermite's definitely not somewhere I want to be. And none of my sideboard slots seems good here, but I can probably take out the Pestermite for the other Valki. We have our 1 Veil of Summer and our 4 copies of Remand. It's too bad that Bolt is such good interaction for our combo. Double Acceleration, Remand, Felidar. So Felidar doesn't generate me any value in this hand at all. But my opponent's deck is kind of clunky and bad, so maybe we'll just be okay. Like, I have lots and lots of ways to draw into the combo, so let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh! It doesn't taste good. Jeez, opponent. That was a bit aggressive. Pia's Revolution? I could try to build a deck around that. Oh no, I forgot to boot up the board. I'll give you a freebie there, Liz. My bad. Why did they force? I have no idea. I want to put it on blue, so let's get black green. Your entrance is ruined. I've never had a good entrance in my life. Welcome to my world. Are you, seriously? Stop it. Stupid Windows Explorer. No. What is happening? Okay, I know why it wasn't on now. Because Windows apparently did some kind of update and messed with it. Oath of Nissa. What? Ah, no. Why aren't you working? Ah, no. Will you work if I boot you this way? Please? I don't have time to fix... Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God it's working. I was going to be very upset. There we go. Go. There we go. Welcome, Liz. I have fixed your entrance. Don't worry, she is well protected. Okay. Stop me? Okay. Resolves. It's not a secret anymore, Roy. Jeez. Captain Ruiner. Roybert Kibitspot. Conduit of Ruin. You blame Willie? Do not touch Willie. Ha! Good advice. Conduit of Ruin is in a recent successful version of Etron. They're back on the boy. I could remand my own Felidar Guardian here, but I feel like it's better to just let that go. Shit. Yeah. Hopefully they just jam prime time. They're like, aha, an opening. I shall jam this primeval titan. So that does eventually draw them a card, so. But more importantly, it lets them pay less mana to get a giant into play. Please recast it. Please recast. Oh my God, yes. You're saying there's a chance. Opponents saying there is, in fact, a chance. Come on now. You know my policy regarding fatties. Unfortunately, color-wise, I can't actually beat a Remand here. So hopefully it's a Mana Leak or a Mystical Dispute. Oh! Oh, I have Oath of Nissa. Do y'all remember when I was like, yo, Oath of Nissa, not going to be super relevant to this deck. But, you know, we playing it, because it's value with Felidar Guardian. What is happening? Choose a color. Okay, but I don't want to do it anymore. Okay, please remand it, being like, yo, can't even do the thing. We're actually going to plus it here. Although, if they have a bolt, then it dies anyway, because they can use invasion. Well, no, they need a giant in their hand, which I don't necessarily know that they have. I guess I bounce the invasion, because if they have a bolt, Teferi's going to die anyway. Yeah. And then how close am I to comboing next turn? If I draw an untapped land, I can play Felidar Guardian this turn. I think I've got this game in the bag. Oh. Well, that'll do it. Kiki! Let's go! Summoner's Pact. Oh, baby. You guys ready to get Primeval Titaned out of a deck that isn't Amulet, and therefore this card is fairly irrelevant? Oh, God, they have enough mountains in play to get Valakut. It's fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. We're definitely not dead, and nobody is going to die. But there is going to be a single lightning bolt. I guess if they have another Force of Negation, that's pretty good. But we'll see. Beep, 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 beep. A woohoo! Dang, dang, dang! A woohoo! Wait. Boink! I mean, I might as well, right? In case I end up attacking for one. Attacking for one. I think I just play the Bring to Light here, and if they have a force, they have a force. I could play Felidar Guardian first, move the Sprawl, whatever. Let's go! Force negation. Oh, no force! Got him! Get out of here, nerd. Nice control deck. This deck is bad, alright? Opponent's deck is bad. People did well with it very briefly, but I think Invasion of the Ice Giants has no place in the deck that they built with it. I'll be back in 1 second. Well, that's not smoke. That's steam. Steam from the delightful steamed clams we're going to be having. Mmm. Steamed clams. Uh-huh. All right. Hand seems great. Yep. Turn 4 kill. All right. I'm in for it. I got to set up triple red as quickly as possible, which I can. Opponent's going to think I'm on red-green mid-range. Always fun. Beep, 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 beep. Oh! Hello, deck that I should be able to outrace. Should. Should be able to outrace. Not claiming that I will. So, I can tap down their land during their upkeep, which could be a big deal or not at all. Or I can hold up the Deceiver in case they can bring in a Titan this turn, and then I can stop them from attacking with it. Neither of those are particularly exciting choices. Maybe I'll gamble that their hand is not an insane turn 2 hand, but if they put a Karoo into play, I can tap it next upkeep. Plus also play Oath of Nissa on that turn. So I think this is the best way to go. Sort of split the difference. It's like, if their turn 2 is nuts, I can make sure it doesn't actually kill me. And then we're okay, so that was, yeah, okay. Well, yeah, okay. So how dead am I? I just asking for a friend. You know that I'm dead, but I'm asking for a friend. Yeah, I'm asking for a friend. Oh, baby, you know that I'm dead. They played a dryad called blah, blah, blah. He had weird green skin and a really small bra. Well, that's a ritual. Clearly, Dryad is the friend. Oh my god. I just can we get confirmation that this happens to me a lot on stream? A lot. That I play against Titan and they have this kind of turn 2 that the Titan players say never happens. Doesn't happen. Yo, it's not gonna happen because it doesn't happen. Yeah, it's a ritual. Oh yeah. Give him haste, mother. I dare you. I dare you. It doesn't matter. They get to attack with the next turn anyway. I don't think there's any way I could do this. There's too freaking fast. The turn 2, it's obnoxious. And as I said, I mean, if I had tapped down their amulet, actually no, they just would have done this the next turn. I mean, there's a chance that I would have drawn an out, but not bloody likely. And on 2 different counts, yeah. We do also have an Oath of Nissa that we play in the meantime, Roy. So one of the cards in my hand gets to redraw this turn. So, oh, please pump the Titan a second time because you're going for the kill. Nice. So we're taking 0 this turn, which is great. If they had to pact for this, we actually could have killed them here. Unfortunately, they didn't, but still not bad considering. So I want to get as much red as possible. Whee! Phyrexians, assemble. Your thing of nature shall never attack. Hopefully. See, I mean, we have 3 Deceiver Exarch and Exarchs and a Pestermite. So I mean, it's not impossible. It is really not totally out of reach. That is not really what I wanted to see there, but all right. I don't think I can live through the next turn without doing something. Oath could grab extra Pestermite. Yeah, but because I drew this Utopia Sprawl, I'm kind of messed up because I want to cast it, but it doesn't. Which means I have to cast it off this Foothills, which means I have to fetch Stomping Ground. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I have to do. It just kind of sucks. I wish I could also use this, like, play this Sprawl, but I can't. While also being able to, Yeah, we just play the Oath. Hopefully we find the creature we need now and the land on the next draw step. Nope. Kind of seeming dead. I'll grab Blood Crypt as to not arouse suspicion. Have to tap down my good land. I have red, so I can go for white here. I mean, they should know I'm on a Kiki deck at this point, but maybe they don't. They have 2 land drops plus the Titan. The Titan can get Valakut, so I'm most likely dead. It's like a 1 in a million shot that I'm not dead here somehow. They could screw up their sequencing, I suppose. That's probably my best out at this point. We said let's get freaky, but our deck, we said Kiki. You've already got 2 Kikis in your hand. May I offer you another? No, that's most unwelcome. Too bad, sucker. Yeah. Okay, so they have the next Karoo. They have another freaking Titan. Wait, but the Slayer Stronghold is in their hand right now. So, like, are they they're gonna bounce the Growth Chamber. Oh, maybe they have another Dryad or Azusa. I bet they have another Dryad or an Azusa. Azusa. But they have the Slayer Stronghold and the Boros Garrison in their hand right now. No, not Boros Garrison. Sunholm Fortress of Legion. So they're actually kind of screwed on the attack you for big damage line. They need to generate extra land drops here to get 6 lands into play for Valakut now, since the land they decided to play with their first land drop didn't actually stay on the battlefield. So getting to 6 lands is not trivial. So they Teleria West. Okay. This time they're getting the Pact, which unfortunately I can't ruin them with. It is incredible to see how last turn, if they had to Pact for that Titan, we would have killed them. Maybe they would have played the turn differently and not been all in on the attack trigger, but it would have been fantastic if a Twiddle was their undoing. Okay, they play a Slayer Stronghold. That's their second land drop. They're done on land drops. They Teleria Wested for a Summoner's Pact. Now they're going to combat? What? What are you doing? Are they going to clone the Slayer Stronghold so they can attack for 10? Would have been a sweet scummy win too. I mean, I really wouldn't call it scummy. I mean, I don't really think they would have had a choice to do what they did in any other way. There's no way they could have kept enough lands in play to do, like, it was objectively correct for them to jam like that, because most people in Modern, the only way they're playing to interact with what they did was a a counter that would have countered the Titan. So once they got through the open mana, they really didn't have a lot of incentive to do anything except for go for Boros, Garrison, Slayer, Stronghold, haste the Titan, and attack. No one's playing Twiddle. Okay, so they get Valakut plus Ghost Quarter. Okay. They still have Summoner's Pact in their hand? So... Oh, no! They're gonna kill my Sprawl! God, that's so stupid. Yeah. They're not gonna kill me at all. They're just gonna knock me off my mana for a turn, and then I'm gonna be dead. That's so crappy. What a terrible way to lose to Amulet. They could pact for another Dryad right now, and that would have basically put me to 3. Sorry, no, I thought they were going to pact for another Dryad and then try to kill it. Jeez, that's so stupid. What a terrible way to lose a game. That's why they play that. I mean... And up until that point, I realistically hadn't had the opportunity to split up my... Utopia Sprawls. It's fine. Their hand was brutal. Like that wasn't a feasible game to win anyway. Well, we're playing a 5-color deck that's expecting to play a spell that's triple red. So yeah, we got more games. We got more games. We're good. So Pestermite is pretty okay here. It's not great, but it's pretty okay. Kind of want Doomskar, but I really don't. I just need to draw one of my 4 remands. The dude on the art looks gross. I can't tell if he's supposed to be a giant or not, or if Lorwyn was the one and only set where they drew fairies at like actual size, like frequently. Because there's no humans on Lorwyn, so that's a dwarf or a Kithkin or a giant. I think it's a giant. And it's turn 4 kill. I mean, I'm not throwing that out. Opponent keeps their 7. Yikes. Yes. Lord save me from the superior combo deck. Not quite a snack? What? These are snakes. In fact, these are the reasons I'm annoyed with Naga being a creature type. Because these are clearly snake humanoids. And then for some reason Naga, which are also snake humanoids, have the creature type Naga instead of the creature type snake. Which means all the snake tribal that existed in Kamigawa block doesn't apply to Naga creatures, which is just randomly frustrating to me. And like not a little, like I find it fairly frustrating. So they've got a turn 3 Titan, so hopefully the same kind of hand I had last game works out better this time. No double amulet turn to insanity helps. I mean, we were really close to stealing that last game, so I should be pretty happy with it. And I am. And then the fact that we could have won if they had to pact for the Titan would have been really phenomenal. All right, bring on the clown. Oh, you don't say. You have the Titan. Amazing. Wow, wow. It's just And because of the Sakura Tribe Scout, they can bring in a land on my turn. However, would it have been more sensible if Naga were were snakes? No, that would have been much less sensible. I don't think you. Oh my god. Double Valakut means I'm fucked. Sorry, I'm in trouble because I was hoping to Exarch at end of turn to turn off their Sakura Tribe Scout on my turn, and the Exarch wouldn't die to one Valakut, but because of the way that Dryad interacts with Valakut and all this nonsense, that's not an option, and I lose. Assuming they have a single land in hand, which I don't have proof for. Although I'm at 6, so yeah, they just play it and I'm dead. God, ugh, stupid. I hate Titan so much. I really do. How did we lose those 2 games like that with like fairly reasonable combo draws? Very frustrating. All right. Oh, modern. No, where snakes doesn't help. Also, like werebear is not a werebear, right? I think werebear's a human cleric. I don't think werebear is even a bear. Oh, it is human bear druid. Huh. Time to rage post on Reddit. I know better than to do something silly and pointless like that. If I was a Magic Arena user, maybe, but we're Magic Online users here, Roy. We take our salt with dignity. We have a chat where we can actually share our salt directly to our opponent, so there's no reason to complain on the internet when you can actually complain to your opponent. Oh, drew our Valki again. One of our 2. At least we have 2. Yeah, he really likes to be in our hand, huh? Please play an Aether Vial or a creature. Damn it. Actually control. I mean, in theory, these matchups aren't too bad. Gross. Your opt is gross, opponent. I don't like it. Man, tie the money. Okay, okay. This might be a Kiki combo deck. I could either go Valki plus... Never mind. There's no option here. There's no longer an option. There's only one correct play at this point. That is land... Teferi. I can plus the Teferi this turn. They're playing red, so I feel very comfortable doing so. I need specifically to draw a red producing land this turn, but we're playing 24, which feels like actually good construction for this deck. Playing a boat ton of lands. I was considering playing Big Ben's Jeskai Kiki list tonight, but I decided this looked a little bit more fun. Unfortunately, I think everyone is off watching other streamers play with new cards, but that's fine. Opponent is tempting death, and I will do my best to provide it to them. I mean, worst case scenario, I have Valki to Remand. So, I also I have a creature in play that actually wins me the game here, so I don't know exactly what I was thinking was going to happen this turn. But I do know that now I'm going to go shock. Cat. Slide the land, and then I have Remand ready for their turn. So just deal with anything that will deal with my board. Okay. Look at Kiki's forearm, man. Look at that belly of that muscle down there on his forearm. That is noticeable. But I guess these goblins are kind of monkey-like, and they run on their hands and feet a lot. So the other one is in a different pose and perspective, Roy. So I have a hard time saying that it's not just as jacked. Oh, this mother trucker playing Remand. Get out of here. Boing. Oh, look at that. Back up Kiki. Back it up, cause it's Kiki-jiki. Yo, you about to die, opponent. You about to die like it's 2005. Is that the right year? I think that's the right year. I'm like 99% sure that is the correct year. Yo, where are my Thunder and Titans at? Yo. Yeah. Get combo killed, nerd. Get combo killed, nerd. All right. So some kind of Jeskai Omen, Wall of Omens deck. Oh, it's probably Spike's deck. So we can beat the Infinite Life. And they're on cat combo. So let's bring in Doomskar. If I can have a Speedy Wrath. Cut a Valki, cut a Pestermite. Yeah, all right. But it's like the arm it shouldn't be, Roy, because like this kind of motion, like that's not it's not gonna flex the belly of your muscle as much as like, well, actually, all right, we gotta hold on. If Kiki wanted the like which way to the beach pose, it's that one, because then you get the bicep and your forearm. But yeah. Muscle looks like the one that controls. Well, it's your wrist, right? So There, that's the one you want. And in order to flex it, you pull your hand down, and that's where you get the big thickness. Get up, come on, get down with the thickness. Now, turn 1 acceleration, you say. Don't mind if I do. I'll just put it on red and hope that the Caryatid covers me. Goblin physiology slightly different. Well, I mean, I don't think muscles work differently, though. I think that would be a ridiculous idea, is that muscles would work differently for, like, that would just be like a ridiculous ask for the artists. Like, I'm not saying that there aren't fantasy authors who are like, yeah, muscles work differently. Instead of all of them pulling on these creatures, all of them push. What are the philosophical implications of that? I have to write about that. I have to write about it. Oh yeah. I'll play the Caryatid. Maybe Kiki-jiki's got a parasite. Yeah, there you go. Could be. I feel like the goblins are riddled with parasites. Spell Snare. Dental Plan. No, this wouldn't be Spike's deck with Opt. Yeah, I remember when I didn't put that Sprawl on blue? That definitely wasn't going to bite me in the ass ever. Nope. I'll try to slide it with the cat here. I just can't imagine this is going to resolve. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Remand? Remand? Alright. Well, that's a tad unfortunate. And the thing is, if they have more remands, I only have the 1 green mana at the moment, so... Okay, good. Path me? Yeah. Gaea, 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 Gaea. Hush. Felidar Guardian ridiculous. Rolled up with Teferi look conspicuous. So, jeez, you're gonna clique me? Yo, back off. Get your own sandwich. I just was listening to that song the other day. It's not ludicrous. It's just that song. Tried Niv yesterday. It was quite arduous. Find the mulligan decisions and mana decisions very significant. Since I took a year-long break, do you think it's better to practice control, such as Esper or Niv first? Which one is better to get good at first? My overall advice, Ponsor, would just be to take your time getting used to playing Moto and getting used to playing all the formats. Play whatever you want and just understand it's going to take time. I played Moto like 2 or 3 different times before my like serious, like when I actually kind of got on board with it. And each time I did, it was mostly failure. But eventually you will build up enough I don't know, failure points that you get to start winning. So just be reasonable with your expectations. It's a very clunky client, and playing any deck, either of those two, they both have their own potential problems. So, okay, we have a lot of combo density in our deck, so they're gonna take the BTL here, and there's a good chance we can get through that. Yeah, no. You should try to stick to one deck if you can. But both of those decks are not easy. So I think Esper is easier because you're gonna have less stuff to think about on the average turn. Less land sequencing overall. So that's probably where I'd start. But if you enjoy Niv, then I would say play Niv because what you enjoy is going to keep you doing it a lot longer than just playing something that's easy. I mean, yeah, I think you're going to have a bit better success with Esper starting out just because it's your turns are a little bit more straightforward. You're not playing a deck full of tutors. So... They have another click? Oh, they've got a Resto? That's cute. It's not actually going to work out for them, but cute. Let's fetch my breeding pool for this. This could actually end up winning me the game here, which is funny. Oh, well, Steam Vents it is. Poing. Yeah, exactly. Niv will do that to you. Okay. Well, Deceiver Exarch next turn basically comes down for free, and they're not allowed to go after lands with Resto. Although that doesn't actually help me, so I don't know what I'm saying. Although the Exarch being free means that if I do draw a non-land card... What happened to Blue-White Sharkblade, by the way? It was pretty popular last summer. I think it's still probably a fine deck to play. Just not as popular right now as a lot of the other decks. And maybe it's a little lackluster compared to Control. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you in... That's one of those decks that, like, just because it's not in the meta right now, I couldn't tell you it's necessarily because it's bad, because I don't think that it is. So yeah, I've got no particularly clear answer for you. Apologies. I think it's probably fine. I think you can probably win out a league with it if you want to. But for whatever reason, other people are not playing it. They'll take the Teferi here. Teferi's a redraw anyway. We're just looking to draw a Kiki or Bring to Light. I have red, red, red. I also have, if I fetch black, I have all the colors for Bring to Light. So let's cycle. Nope. Dead to Bolt. That's not special. Yep. Vendilion click avec le Enval Restauration. Yeah. All right. We're drawing it anyway. Let's go game 3. Do I have Veil Summer? Not really. No, I just have to draw a little bit better than that. I guess I could bring in Pestermite now that I know they have Leak, but I don't know about that. I think I'm happy as is. Just gotta draw it out a little better. Doomskar could have been fire there. Doomskar. Yeah, all right. I don't have triple red, but I'll burn that bridge when I get to it. They left their draw step stop on. No. Damn it. Ah. Why would you leave that in against me? I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. In myself for believing that I was going to resolve that. I do love our scrub command. Okay, that was one of the two things I was hoping to draw there. It was Utopia Sprawl and Oath. Okay. Grab Stomping Ground so I can play Stomping Ground next turn into the Foothills on the last turn, and then hopefully be good to go. So we're good to Kiki combo. We just need it to be good enough. Oh, now you opt. Of course now you opt. There's no way you're not gonna use the spell snare in your hand. I'm just really surprised they kept it in, but that's fine. Soon we will be the ones spell snaring. Ah, I see this is going to be one of those matches where we just stare at each other until the end of it. Maybe I was supposed to board out the Felidar Guardians for the Pestermites. I bet that's what you're supposed to do in this kind of matchup. Because you can deploy the Pestermites at end steps, tap down their lands, and sort of threaten them with it, even though they die to lightning bolts and such. See, now if I remand that, then they can resolve... Alright. Are they going to take anything out of this hand that isn't remand? No. The only thing they would take out of this hand is remand. I guess I could have just put the Exarch into play in response. Nah, that doesn't make any sense. Getting annoyed that I didn't bring in my Veil of Summer, though. Damn it, Zach. Why do you do things that future you is disappointed with? Is it because all their removal was Path and Bolt, and you knew that? Yes. All right, then. Suppose that makes sense. They missed their land drop, so no click this turn, but almost definitely they have some kind of counter. Okay. So end step, we're going to Deceiver, tap down their Triome, and try to win. Well, I'm not happy to see that, but... Deceiver Exarch. Exarch. So I don't have triple red. So that's something. And I wasn't able to have it there. So what? Just play a cat, I guess. Try to get my mana up. Because if I can get more mana going, in theory, I should be able to eventually get the combo through. It's not feeling hopeful, though. Surely they can't have infinite answers for 1/4 cats. Yes, they can. And don't call them Shirley. All right. Let that one resolve. Which means another Exarch? No, I probably just want more mana. All right. Can't attack for 1 through their damn Wall of Omens. Rats. They got me good. Actually kind of interested if they're about to go resto Kiki. Nope. They have a lot of red mana in their deck for not playing Kiki-jiki. I think they're playing Big Ben's Jeskai Kiki combo tempo kind of deck. But I don't remember that list having a Vendilion click. Maybe they have one that's their choice. I don't know, but I am intrigued, I guess. So they should not try to resto here unless they have basically specifically a bolt in their hand. And even then it's kind of sketchy because they know I'm playing Teferi and Remand. But we'll see. Maybe they'll go for it and get punished. They decide not to go for it. Oh, they do. Okay. Oh. Okay. Interesting choice. That's sure. Wasn't expecting that one. So whatever they take, I'm really hoping to draw, not that. I was hoping to draw Teferi or Remand. But such is life. Oops. That's fine. I'm going to try to play Valki here and at least get a peek at their hand. Obviously, if they tap out to deal with this, they get screwed. And if I get to steal a Resto Angel and have a 3/4 flying Valki, I'm pretty happy about that. If they have double removal in their hand and they feel so confident they're going to spew one off on Valki, that's fine. Maybe. We'll see. Yoink! Holy crap. Not only is there no creature, their hand is totally insane. I'm not beating that in a million years. Unless I draw Teferi. Actually, if I draw Teferi, I beat that like on the spot. So, all right, fine. Blah. Yeah, their hand literally can't do anything if I just draw and play a Teferi. So let's do that. They could have spell snared the Valki, but I guess they were worried about me jamming with extra protection that okay. I don't know why they didn't spell snare my Valki, but I'm happy that they did not. They opt, sure. All right, it's very off the top. Come on, baby. All right, we got more time. We got more time. We got more time. Unfortunately, Valky's about to die to an Electrolyze, which is upsetting. Opponent might even just burn me. They have Electrolyze and Bolt. I don't think so, but they're certainly getting close. They're certainly getting close. Oh, they did. Yeah. All right. I mean, I guess if they found another bolt, they'd be good to go there. It's pretty ambitious, but I mean, why not? They shock the Hallowed Fountain. I think that means they found a Cryptic Command. Which means I lose even if I do resolve the Kiki, I think. No. The Teferi would still kind of get me there. Let's see. Bolt me. Okay. They found the other bolt. Stupid. This deck is trying to win the game with too many 4 mana and 5 mana spells, I think. Oh, we got a potential 2-3 to pull out here, but goodness gracious. What up, Jamrock? How you doing, friend? Doing okay. Sleep schedule has been super messed up due to construction on the building, but I got a pretty solid 1 hour nap in. Captain Deadpool MTG is my opponent. Okay. Let's go. I'm playing how many lands? 24? I can keep this hand. It's not great, but like I have enough turn 1 tap sources that it's like this is pretty likely to happen eventually, that we'd have to play a tap land on 1, and then my turn 2 options are not limited, especially if I draw another forest. So keep this hand, just pray and spray and pray and spray and pray and spray and spray and pray and or whatever. Oh, there is a card that I'm excited about in the new set to play. It's a 1-of in Enigmatic. So, I mean, I really don't think that counts for much. But Callous Blood Mage is going to be a good card for Enigmatic Incarnation. 2-1 for 3 mana. When it enters the battlefield, choose 1. Create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token with when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. You draw a card and you lose 1 life, or exile target player's graveyard. That card is great for Enigmatic. Just A+. It really is. It's like everything you could have asked for. So I keep this hand and I'm playing against Burn. Yikes. On the plus side, Burn has very little interaction for our combos, so maybe this is finally where we do okay, but I'm just gonna I'm gonna fail to draw lands. I'm gonna have to fetch shock myself into oblivion. Oh, maybe it's prowess. Maybe it's blue-red prowess, and nothing has ever been okay. Because usually Burn plays the yeah, it's prowess. Well, shoot. All right. We found one of the slow blue-red prowess players. Excellent. Love that. Love that for me. Okay, Sprite Dragon's not so bad. Maybe. I'm going to gamble with this Oath of Nissa. I think I have to hit a green source and then accelerate again this turn if I have any hope of winning this game. If I top deck a forest, I can go Sprawl into Caryatid. Uh-huh. Alright, just show me 2 more mutagenic growths, please. Just do it. Do it! Kill me! Can you believe there are people out there trying to play Clever Lumimancer right now? With Gutshot and Lavadart in the format? I am enthusiastic to learn about their many deaths. Alright, please, please. I mean, it looks like we're going to be dead in this game no matter what, but if this misses a green source, I'm going to be a little bit upsetty. Yep, didn't even hit a land. Nice. Okay, so we're not winning that game, so let's just get the hell out of there. I had 23 lands in the deck to hit there. Alright. This has got to be the Doomskar matchup. Pestermite out for sure, and maybe one of the Valkis. So I should have had the Pestermites in against the other Flash deck. That would have made a lot of sense. Probably just generally better than Felidar Guardian. Yeah, I think this is the Valki out matchup. Remand is just more meh. This feels like a combo deck that's like only built to fight against other unfair decks, but not Titan somehow. And that's like, I don't even know what to do with that. All right, this hand is much better than any of the previous. So I'm not playing this Teferi until turn 3, I think. I'm going to accelerate this turn. I think I'm supposed to shock to get my mana set up the best I can. There it is. Okay, that's the So get this a green, red, blue. So Remand on 2 should help me against the potential Stormwing Entity or even Sprite Dragon. An Oath of Nissa. Well, we'll see. I'd really like to draw a fetch or one of the 4 basics, but bigger, not chooser over here. Mm-hmm. All right. Getting this Oath of Nissa into play this turn is not that important to me, so let's just do this and just have the Remand up. No combo pieces so far is like not my favorite, but hopefully Remand gets us a chunk of the way there. Really would like to see Manamorphose this turn out of them. That's all I want, baby. That's all I want. Lightning Bolt. Lisa needs braces. Lightning Bolt. Yeah. Why would you do that? Like, what the hell is that? What? I'm offended. I really am. Like, what? What? Lightning bolt, prowess trigger. Wait, I have priority. Take 2 life, gutshot you. Trigger. So they don't have a land. What? Why would you do that? I have no words. Let's find a land that doesn't hurt me. Yeah, it doesn't do exactly what I needed to do here, unfortunately. So I have the Deceiver Exarch. I can take the Kiki, play the Temple Garden this turn, and then hopefully just rip the land and win. I have red, but I don't have the third red. I don't know why that isn't working, Neto Cook. Unless... Alright, seems like the bot left in the middle of the league, which is weird. But I will get that fixed for you. Yeah, it did. There we go. Yeah, we'll just take the key. Any order this. Shock this. See what's what. I can actually play Deceiver Exarch into Remand here, which is kind of hot. Why be a beggar or a chooser when you can be both? But wait, there's more. Order Deceiver Exarch right now and get a free 2-mana rebate equal to the cost of a medium or large Remand. Manamorphose? Manamorphose? Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, it's definitely Manamorphose. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's the good stuff. All right. Ooh, mama. Oh, baby. You guys ready? See the cleric? My boy, Deceiver Exarch. Somehow not a Phyrexian. Literally has no race. Hello. Cute. Sproing. Okay, we got two draws for an untapped red. That's it. Got him. Got him. Unless they got double gut shot, but seems unlikely. If they attack, there's no way I'm blocking. Because a mutagenic growth would kill my Deceiver. And I don't care for that. I really don't. I do not. All right. Kiki-jiki, the mirror breaker. Makes me feel good. Just F6 or something, opponent. Help me out here. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. You're down 4 minutes on clock on me playing Blue-Red Prowess. You killed me on like turn 3 last game. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. Well, let's get the combo song on. Alright, can we get a prediction up? If anyone thinks they're gonna concede before I actually connect with them in combat? Anyone? Anyone think my opponent is a salty boy? Or ghoul? Or robot? Or they? Whoever, whatever my opponent is. They feeling the salt. Going wide, friends. Is this what people mean when they say thick? I have 13. I need at least 16. I'll do it like 5 more times.
Compadres,
thanks for the follow there, Jacob Dumich 1. You know, you were in here the other night, and I want to thank you for coming back and dropping that follow. I'm sure you know you were here the other night. What? 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, 3 more. You think, guys? So the real question is, do I go for the big boy move of, oops. Okay, I have lethal anyway. Right? I think so. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I do. I screwed it up the moment I stopped paying attention, but that's okay. I had lethal already. Ba-doo-ba-doo-boo.
It's hammer time!
Captain Deadpool MTG is being attacked by Deceiver Exarch, 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 Deceiver Exarch. Alright, I ran out of breath. Captain Deadpool AMTG is being attacked by Deceiver Exarch, Deceiver Exarch, Deceiver Exarch, Deceiver Exarch, Deceiver Exarch, Deceiver Exarch. It's fun on a bun, baby. Alright. Let's just do it one more time. No interaction, no fear, baby. In that 4-1. Sorry, that not hitting that 1-4. Let's hit that 6-6 2-3 get some points back. A Doomskar, but not the mana to cast it. Yeah, that's not gonna be something I can keep. Hand is awful. Just poor. All right, much mo better. Not good, but it's better. I'm gonna fetch Ketria Triome on 1. Play the Foothills on 2. Yeah. If I can get Temple Garden, that might be okay. So that I can get the Teferi on 3. But the mana's gonna hurt this game. So hopefully their draw is not obscene. Well, that might change things a bit. So that's a turn 3 Wrath. All right. So I have to make sure I get white and white along the way. So Wooded Foothills can become a Sacred Foundry. Scalding Tarn can become... Shoot. Maybe I screwed this up. I know this can be... Oh, this can become the Martyr Triome? Savai Triome? Am I playing it? I think I am. I have to not die by then. What? Okay, whatever. Mutagenic growth, sure. So taking 6, at least. I guess Remand, in theory, is just a better way to take this game if I'm actually worried about dying. I don't know. They also have a gut shot? No, it doesn't look like it. Just playing slow. Yeah. Right. So if I fetch Shock this turn, I'm at 10 against 2 prowess creatures. Jesus. And I have to Shock again next turn if I actually want to cast the Doomskar. I don't think I can win that way. I mean, I don't know if I can win this hand any direction I slice it. Just no early removal is just not going to do it, which is really unfortunate. I'm going to go down the Remand route because I'm a coward. If they play Manamorphose this turn, I can Remand it and take 5. Then I can play Teferi and bounce their Sprite Dragon. I'll be at 6 against a Soulscar Mage, a Sprite Dragon in hand, and potentially 4 mana. Oh my god. There's no way. There's no way. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, so looking real dead. Oh my god, it's tapped. Maybe they don't have a Levitar. Levitar. Swiftspear. I'll remand that. Yeah, they shouldn't have put that in tap. There's no way it was correct for them to play a tap land there. Just not at all. Uh-huh. Okay, but now you don't have any spells this turn. Okay. Sure. Take 4, bounce the Sprite Dragon, and there's 3 prowess creatures. Jesus. And I have to take 1 for the fetch. It's just... maybe Deceiver Exarch with a... because I can tap the Sprite Dragon. Maybe that's how I try to do it? Yeah, I think so. Okay. I need more time than I got here. If I was on the play, maybe I'd be in the right spot, but I don't know about this. It's gonna be rough. Okay, they're a little flooded. Lavender. Well, if they do this very poorly and the last card in their hand is not particularly useful, maybe. Let's see. Let's see if they flash it back immediately. But if the other card in their hand is Light of the Stage, I'm just toast. No. Okay. If I win this game, it's definitely because my opponent misplayed it. But I don't think that's... I don't even think I'm going to be in that position. Tapped. So they can put me to 1 with what they have on the board right now. Or they can kill my Deceiver and put me to 2, which is what they should do. And then that obviously the last card in their hand could easily be something that also kills me. I can't get to this. It's too slow. The realms crash together with Bretagard at the center of the calamity. Neat. Okay, they're casting Lavender. Where's it going? Upstairs? Nope. Deceiver. All right. Basically screwed. But I mean, I was anyway. All right. Opponent's taking forever. I'm done with this. So we won forward with this deck, which is a little surprising. I mean, the games that Titan had against us were very much Titan just going nuts and being Titan. So no interaction or light interaction because we had the 4 remands, but they were generally way too poor against lightning bolts. We didn't run into any fatal push decks, so I think that was kind of unfortunate. And when we needed the Teferis, they didn't appear. Felidar Guardian can blink things like Oath of Nissa and Teferi. We just never had time to do that. So I'm not entirely sure how this person managed to 5-0 with this deck, other than the fact that they just had like some fantastic series of variants along with a field that was just kind of soft to exactly what they were trying to do here. We had a couple of games where we were able to get people, and one match we did win, but once the jig was up, it's like this deck doesn't support a Valki or a Tibalt Cosmic Imposter particularly well, so I don't really know what's up. And then the sideboard is just like so specifically hateful, and it didn't really seem to solve any of the matchups we ran into, which were like much more fair than what this sideboard was suggesting that we were going to hit. So I cannot really recommend this deck very much so, but it was a time to try it out. That's for darn sure. We're gonna switch over to good old blue-red Moon Breach style deck, so stick around for that if you are here with me live, and if you're in the future on the YouTube, make sure you hit